Hey
Oh,
man,
hey man.
welcome to the closet.
Hey man, welcome back to the closet. In today's episode of the closet,
Thank you.
we're going to die. Maybe. Or we're gonna win $1 million. But that happens later. Man, would you let's jump straight in. Tell me about everything that's ever happened to you.
Man, and let me tell you.
And
Let
man,
me
let
tell
me
you.
tell you.
Let me let me ask you this. Have you ever seen Good Kid?
Who's that?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, no,
Anyways,
I don't know who they are.
yeah. So, anyways, that was my best moment of the week.
You saw a good kid and
Hey
you met the
man,
guys.
I saw Good Kid this week, and it's hard to believe that it was this week because it feels like it was a really long time ago,
Yeah.
but man, it was just like a couple of days ago, and I saw Good Kid, and it was in Oakland, and apparently it's one of the most dangerous cities in the United States ever.
Who cares? Dangerous schmangerish.
What?
Dangerous
Man,
schmangerish.
yeah. You're right. You're right. It was an experience, man, and let me tell you, and you know this. You went to Good
Yeah.
Kid and you saw Good Kid, and the concert was awesome. But man, I got VIP, and it was my first time getting VIP ever for anything.
Yeah.
And I
Did you
freaking
feel
saw
like
Good Kid.
royal?
I felt royal, and man, we were first in line because we got there at 2 o'clock, and the check-in was at 5:15, so we were there a
Couldn't
whole
hurt to be
3 hours early, yeah. And so we were first in line, and we were waiting in line, and we were talking to all these people, and it was just really cool. The vibes were awesome. Everyone was really nice, like literally like the nicest people I've ever met ever, and like freaking this guy comes along. He's walking along the street. He's like la 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 la. He has a wife. Her name is Mimi, and
It's a great
freaking
name.
it's a really good name. And Jacob Goodkid. It's Jacob Goodkid, and Jacob Goodkid goes. When he sees me,
you.
and he goes, oh my god! And I was like, oh my god, he knows me. He knows me. I'm looking at him right now, and he freaking knows me. And, oh
You're the
my
guy that
god.
made Warsaw.
Yeah.
Listeners at home, love you to death. When me and Austin
Love
first
you.
met many, many moons ago, it was when he joined into a live stream of mine, and I went, Austin? Like from the Warsaw? And now that lives rent free in our heads.
Yeah, and that's
'Cause he
exactly what
did the
Jacob said
Warsaw.
in his head. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, so Jacob recognized me, and then I met all the other band members, and they all like semi knew me, and I was like, hi, and
It's
freaking
insane.
Michael Goodkid was like, oh, it was so good to meet you, it's so good to see you, and I was like, oh my god, oh my god,
He knows me. He
oh my
knows
god.
my
Oh my god, I like Michael. He's really cool.
And he
Yeah.
bounces and he
Yeah,
does star
he
jumps.
bounces. He does his star jumps. I really like his star jumps, and I was plopped right in front of him. There, it was
You just
awesome. It was
hear
so
his bass
cool.
the whole time.
Yeah, his bass is just blah 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 blah, and I was like, oh my god, my boobs are jingling.
Man, I wanted to ask you because I know you told me you did a little crowd surfing. How was crowd surfing? Because
Man,
I've never done that.
it's real weird. And the funny thing about it is
You just
that
have like a wave of hands
yeah.
just sort of moving you along like a caterpillar.
Yeah, and my friend Vinny, who I saw the concert with, he was like he's done crowd surfing a lot. So when we were there, like we saw people crowd surfing, he was like, oh, pick me up. I was like, oh, okay. And then
Throw 'em on
consequently
stage.
people just start lifting, and they get like yeah. And then the guy next to me, his
Yeah,
name
yeah.
is Aiden, and he was like, hey man, you want to go? And I was like, yeah, sure. And he just picks me up, and I go, and I'm like, oh my god. And Noah's playing Seventh Haven, and I'm freaking like crowd surfing and stuff. Oh my god.
Just floating around on the waves.
Yeah, floating around on the waves, and it was really cool. I was just going, and then I get dropped off in like a hole, like I'm heading towards a hole, and
I
the
think I've
people
seen
are
the video of you
going.
doing that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going towards a hole, and I'm like, and then I get dropped there, and I'm like, oh, what do I do now? How do I get back to my
And you
spot?
gotta
Because
like
of that
shimmy your
barrier.
way back like
Yeah,
a
so
snake.
it's like, excuse me, and it was really silly. And then
Yeah.
I crowd surfed again during slingshot, and that time Vinny went, and I got a video of him going, and then all of a sudden I'm being picked up and I'm being wriggled onto the crowd
Yeah.
without my permission. But it was okay. It was cool. I was like, okay, I'm going now. I guess I'm okay. I'm picked
All
off
right,
my
time
feet.
to float away.
Yeah, time to float away. And then they took me all the way back to the front. And I got dropped over the barrier, and then the security was like, "Go that way! Don't
Go,
go
go,
to
go,
the
go,
bend.
go!"
You're gonna be scary." And I'm like, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry."
I always feel bad for security at shows when people are like crowd surf, and I'm like, oh, these poor security guys. They have
Yeah.
to like watch over everyone even more.
Yeah, and they just have to like go like, "Okay, there's someone over there. Okay, we gotta get him." Yeah.
You know that security point when they're doing a little head tilt to look higher, and then they point down into the crowd, and you're like,
Yeah.
uh-oh, what's happening? Oh
Yeah.
no.
At some point I didn't realize, and then I just feel legs over my head, and I'm like,
It's okay, it's okay.
It's okay,
Go
it's
that way.
okay. Go that way, yeah.
And then you throw them onto the stage.
Yeah, so that was really cool. I hadn't been to a concert where anyone crowd surfed. I think the first Good Kid concert that I went to, that no one crowd surfed.
Yeah, we had
Um,
like, according to people after my show, we had like 15 people
Wow.
over the course of the show. It's kind of crazy.
I know, wacko. Man, what was your best moment, man?
Man, I can't say I have a particularly shining best moment, but what I did this week is I tried the Celebrations box chocolate, and it
Mm.
has all of these British candies of the chocolate variety, and I go, chocolate. And, I always hear people in the UK that are like, they try like Hershey's or something, and they're like, it tastes like puke. And because I grew up on Hershey's, I don't really get that. But I
Man, I
do
hate
get how
Hershey's.
their chocolate is just so much better.
It's
Like
really
it's
good.
just better, and even like the cheap chocolate is still better. I don't know how they do that.
Oh,
But
yeah, I have
I
no
like
idea.
I like the Maltesers. They're yummy.
Yeah, Maltesers are
Big
great.
fan of those. That's probably my highlight. I think it's been a pretty boring, uneventful week.
Man,
Do you want
and
to hear
that's
about my
okay.
worst moment?
Yeah, I would love to hear about your worst moment.
So, after some careful consideration when I was making my notes for this episode, I remembered Detroit. And so, me and my mom, we went to the Good Kid concert with a good friend of mine, Cody Corporation. And
Oh,
so, she dropped us off, and she was telling me the tales of her various journeys around Detroit and how it is just so scary to drive through because there's like nowhere to stop and there's just so much happening, and like she just wanted to park and get food, but there's like nothing anywhere. So
right.
I'm like, yeah, and that's fair, but she also doesn't like driving, so maybe she was just being dramatic, or maybe I
Right.
won't have that same
Okay.
experience. But I a couple weeks later, I'm like, okay, you have a work dinner, I'll drive you, sure. And so I get to Detroit, and getting there is fine. We pick up a pizza along the way so I can have after she goes inside for her dinner. And then I drop her off, and I'm like, okay, there's nowhere to park in front of this building because there's like valet only. And I was like, well, that's not ideal, but oh well, it's fine.
well.
I'll live.
It's okay.
So I'm like, okay, I'll just pull out. And keep in mind, this will be the second time ever I've driven by myself. Which
my God,
which
that's
is
awful.
mostly fine because like I'm a pretty good driver already and it doesn't bother me, but it's like not having someone else to like back up on is like, oh, it's just me no matter what
Yeah.
happens. And that's a little
Yeah.
scary. So I'm like, I'm leaving this building and I take a right, and then I almost accidentally go on the freeway again, and I'm like, why does this road just, okay, it's a road, and then suddenly it's a freeway. And then I'm like, okay, I'll pull off into this like parking lot. It's not. It's for like cargo stuff. So I have to turn around in the middle of this driveway, and I'm like, okay, I guess I'm going on the freeway because it's Detroit, and so
Right.
it's a one-way street. So I have to go onto the freeway, and then I just take the next exit I can, and there's still no parking. And so I find an alleyway in a neighborhood where I'm like, I can't stay here because people will be like, what's this guy just doing loitering in a neighborhood?
Right.
But I sit there for like 5 minutes, eat a piece of the pizza. I'm like, this pizza is so shit, and I was so excited for it. It's just not good. But I'm like, maybe it's just because it's been like an hour at this point since we got it because of all the
Yeah.
time I was driving
Yeah, he's
around. So I was
soggy
like,
now.
maybe it's just, it's just cold and soggy and it's
Yeah.
not peak potential. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. So I'm like, I need to pee very badly and I need a place to park. I'm gonna go to McDonald's. And so I have my directions now. And I'll tell you, any new drivers out there, having a place to go is like the most important thing for like a new place you're driving, because if you don't know where you're going, you're just like you're aimlessly driving and you have to keep track of driving safely in a new place or a busy place like Detroit. And then
Yeah.
also you're like keeping your eyes peeled for anywhere you can pull into, and you have to like make a half a second stop to pull into a parking lot or something. It's just real scary. So anyways, I find this
It's
McDonald's and I'm
too
like, I'm gonna
scary.
pee and I'm gonna go from there. So I go in and this place is absolutely packed. Like for a McDonald's, there's like two places to park and I'm like, fuck, that's not good. And then the sign's like, you are we aren't liable for you getting towed. We can just tow you. And I'm like, oh, yeah, wait, it's a McDonald's. What do you
Oh,
mean?
oh
I just want to
no.
park here and wait a little while so I can pick
Yeah.
up my mom from her dinner. So I go, okay, I pee. I come back out and I look for like a Walmart. Guess what? The nearest Walmart 20 minutes away.
Bruh.
Great. I don't want to drive 20 minutes there and then have to turn around in 20 minutes back to pick up my mother. So I'm like, what do I do? What do I do? So I find a CVS and it has the same signage about like if you sit there for too long, they can tow you. And I'm like, well, I'm gonna stay
Oh
in the car
well.
the whole time. So if they want to tow me, I'll just be like, okay, I'll leave now.
Yeah.
Um, so after that, it's almost time to pick her up, and then it starts raining.
Oh
So it's raining in
god.
Detroit. I already don't like Detroit because it's like it's just real stressful. But then it's raining, and I have to get over to this place to pick her up again. It's okay. This time I have directions, so it's like
Yeah,
I
yeah,
know where I
that's good.
need to
That's
go,
good. That's good.
which is one thing off the list. But it's
Yeah.
like it was just real stressful. So I don't recommend that to anyone who wants to drive alone for their second time ever to do it in Detroit.
That's pretty bad. And like that is the thing about driving, is that it's where you need to go.
Yeah.
And I just don't like that part, because especially in California where there's 50 freeways, and
If you're
it's just
driving
awful.
aimlessly, then it's like
Yeah.
15 times more stressful.
And then especially when freeways break off into other freeways, and then you're in
I
a lane that
hate
goes
left-hand
into another.
exits. Why do they
It's
do
bad.
that? It's
It's really annoying.
awful. Exit should be on the right side, and then the left side, it just keeps going. That makes
Yeah.
sense. But they
Yeah.
don't do that. It's so
It's
bad.
really weird. It's awful. Yeah. Man, it's okay. I forgive you. Don't forgive Detroit, but it's okay.
Yeah.
That's all right. Hey, man, you know, my worst moment originally was not being at the Good Kid concert anymore.
And that's a good worst moment. Yeah.
And it's a good worst moment. But hey, I as I was walking into my room to record this closet episode,
Mhm.
I peer down at my wonderful boy Ponyo. He's my boy.
Love him to death.
And hey man, there's just shit everywhere on the floor, just smeared.
How has he done that?
I don't know. I have no idea. But yeah, it was runny and stuff, and so I had to clean it up, and it was
No.
really bad. So he's
He's
not
got
gonna get
digestive
yeah, he's not
problems.
gonna get any wet food anymore. Um, but yeah,
I
so
gotta
I gotta
tell
take him
you,
to the vet.
we have a picky eater ourselves. He's Bentley, and he
Mm.
just half the time he would not eat wet food or dry food. He was just so picky about which ones he would eat, and it's like we'd find ones he liked. We would buy like a whole big box of them, and then the next day he'd just go, "No, I don't like that one anymore," and he wouldn't eat it. And then the rest of the time when he would get like the horrible digestive where he just
Oh
shits
no.
everywhere and it's just runny and it soaks into the carpets and you're like,
Oh
"Fuck!
no.
No!"
No, no.
Um what I got to tell you, and I don't know what the prices on chicken are like there, but feeding him like chicken thighs, and I mean this so seriously, is cheaper than cat food. Like if you add up cooking down like a whole giant pack of chicken thighs versus cat food for like a week, it's
Right.
genuinely cheaper. And
That's
he
kind of
seems to love
crazy.
that.
That's
So
crazy.
I don't know. You have to supplement with like they make like chicken hearts and like livers and stuff so they get their
Mhm.
vitamins still.
Yeah.
But apparently for the most part chicken is like kind of all they need except for that like supplemental occasionally.
Man,
So
that's
I don't
really
know.
interesting. Maybe we'll look into that a little bit.
Chicken diet.
Chicken diet.
Man, is it time for our segment?
I think it's time for our segment. I think this is a pretty exciting segment.
Editors, play the segment song. Hey man, today I'm going to give you $1 million.
Thank you.
But there's a catch. In today's episode, we're going to do a little segment, which I've completely stolen from the Distractable podcast, and it's called $1 million, but? And it's where
But?
we have to come up with, like, compelling situations where you're offered $1 million, but, and then it's something just really tragic. So you really got to, like, consider how important this 1 million is to you.
Oh my god.
And so that's what we're doing today. Man, do you
Yeah.
want to lead us or should I start?
I'd love to start.
Okay.
And this one's a hard hitter. This one's
Hit me. I want you to punch me in the face.
a difficult one off the bat. Hey man, $1 million, but once you make your decision on getting the money, you're like, oh yeah, I want the $1 million. I want it. Your entire family dies. Just everyone dead.
like how extended? Like third cousins as well? Like my entire bloodline? Like step parents or like what are we talking here, you know?
Man, yeah, your entire bloodline, just everyone blood
Oh.
related.
Yeah, let them die. No, okay, and see if it and now okay, and see and let me tell you something. If it weren't for my parents, I'd probably take it. Cuz I'm just not too fond of the rest of my family. They're not really
Right.
good people. And
Right.
I'm not really uncomfortable saying that publicly. Like I just don't care for most of them. But like my
Yeah.
parents, they're pretty cool guys and I would prefer to keep them alive.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
guess
have to
so.
say no. I guess.
I
$1 million
guess
aside.
1 million. Yeah. All right, man. Yeah, I guess yeah. I got a lot of family.
Would you kill your whole family?
Man, I don't think so. I don't, because there's just a lot of them, and that would just be really tragic.
I think
Like,
if it
oh,
were,
your
like-
family died. How did you get all that money?
I think this is one of those questions where it's like, how much money are we talking before I would actually accept? Because I think it does get to a point where there's enough money where I'd say, despite my whole family dying, I could do enough good with said money to compensate.
Right.
Where it would feel just and moral. But I think that would have to enter like hundreds of millions of dollars because I could actually like contribute to charity and like make enough, like invest in something to make ends meet and be able to
Right.
keep up with, like contributing something other than just having millions of dollars. Because it's
Man,
like
that is so moral of you.
I think of course I'm selfish and I want money and to be able to afford many things, but also I think it gets to a point where it's like, if you have so many riches, like what's the point of doing anything if not
Yeah.
to like give something back and try to
Yeah.
make things better for those around you? So it's like there's a plateau where you have enough money to be able to make more money to give to people consistently, and then it's like at that point I'd say, yeah, kill my whole family. I don't care. They can die.
Maybe if I'm like given like $1 billion, maybe I can bring
Right.
my family back to life with
You,
science.
yeah, exactly. Invent cloning.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna invent cloning. I'm gonna clone all of the cats.
Yeah. Man,
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
got
yeah.
one for you, and this one hits real deep for us type of people.
Okay.
$1 million, but you can never play guitar again.
Hey,
Now
man.
consider,
And
with your million, you could buy someone to learn how you play guitar and just play for you.
okay, so I'm just never playing guitar ever again, but I can do everything else.
Yeah. You
Hey
know, you can
man,
drum, you can play a ukulele on stage if you like.
hey man. So I've got a question for you as well.
Hmm.
$1 million, but you can't play your guitar ever again.
Okay, and so, and you know, and now, and let me tell
I
you something.
that I feel like that question was a given. I feel like one of us was
With
gonna
the
ask him.
right. And so here's how I answer this. I say absolutely, and this hurts me because I love guitar as an instrument. It's great. You can do so many things with a guitar.
Yeah,
I just love guitars. All of the music I make pretty much has a guitar because
yeah,
they're fun. I like them. They make sense in my brain and my hands, and like pianos are cool, but they don't have the same tactile thing the
yeah,
guitars do for me.
yeah. We just press some
However,
buttons.
at the point I am in making music, I feel like the switch to learning like I don't know, like violin. Violin's very hard, but
Yeah,
like a different instrument or just a piano would be so inconsequentially easy for me that I could keep making music and it wouldn't
exactly.
really
Yeah,
affect me. I mean, I could be sad, but like I wouldn't stop making music for it. So
right,
I think yes, I would take the $1 million.
right. And man, so okay. So my question wasn't exactly that. It was $1 million, but you can't do anything music related anymore.
I fuck the $1 million at that point. I just don't care. I love music too much for that.
And you see, with the guitar question, it's different because
Yeah.
I can still do like music production and everything. Hey man, but what about my Guitar Hero guitar? Could I play that?
Yeah, you the MIDI one or the regular Guitar Hero one?
Both. Yeah, what about both?
I think the MIDI guitar is too close to just being a guitar, but I think if you want to go on stage, live performance and play your Guitar Hero guitar, then you are so allowed to do that.
Man, thanks, man. I
I think
really
that
appreciate
exception
that.
works.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'd take the $1 million as well cuz
Yeah.
man, I like production. I like producing and mixing and yeah, I could just get another guitar guy in here and tell him,
Yeah.
"Okay,
And
I
then learn a
want that
different
one,
instrument.
that one, that one."
Right.
Yeah,
I think if you just think through that question, it's not too bad.
exactly. And maybe I'll just play a keytar. Maybe would that count?
I don't know. I think it's probably too similar, but I don't know.
That's
Man, do
okay.
you want to how many questions do you have left? Do you have
I
like
got two
one now
more.
cuz oh, you have two
Yeah,
more.
I
Okay. I
it
have
was one of my bonus questions because honest,
okay.
like I knew there was gonna be something music related, so I did it as a
Right.
bonus.
Okay, I'll
Yeah.
go ahead and
All
do
right.
one.
Hey man. Okay. This one's a good one. $1 million, but you're actually just Jesse Pinkman from Breaking Bad, and you have to go through all of his trials and
Oh
tribulations.
no. Oh. Um
You have to see your
so
girlfriend getting shot in front of her child.
so like I'm Jesse Pinkman at the end when he goes to Alaska,
Yeah, and I guess
and then I've
that's the
got a
point where
million
you are
dollars.
at this, yeah, and you've experienced all of his woes. You've just lived through all 5 seasons or whatever there is in Breaking Bad.
Ooh. And now,
You've done a lot of meth.
oh,
You've
right.
you've
The
done a lot of
important
that
things, yeah.
that that chili pea.
It's his secret ingredient, yo. Um, ooh, no, I think I'm okay. I think Jesse Pinkman has lived such a tortured life, and I just really wouldn't want to for a measly million after all of that.
How much did he get
Because
after that? Do you remember?
I think in El Camino when he moves to Alaska, he's like essentially broke because the whole movie is him like getting the money to go to Alaska. So at that point,
Mm,
he's basically got nothing but like a fresh start. So
yeah.
I mean, it would
Oh
help,
man.
but you would still be Jesse Pinkman after everything that's happened to him. I'm gonna say no.
God. You know, I'll give it a whirl.
For any particular reason?
I don't know. I think it'd be interesting.
I've had a thought, and now I want you to hear me out.
All right, I'm
And
hearing you
now,
out.
trauma aside, the fact that both of his girlfriends die, and he has all of this. He's like a slave in that meth lab for like who knows how many years, and he's got a whole bunch of trauma.
Yeah.
But Jane was just the baddest ever. So I'm gonna have to say, unfortunately, I'm changing my mind because she's so worth it. She's so worth it though. Like
Bruh.
she's so problems, but she's so worth it too.
I guess so.
Man, I got one for you.
All right.
$1 million, but you
Uh-huh.
can never use a modern phone again. Exclusively flip phones and pagers.
Man, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
I was thinking. I think for the both of us, it's like, I don't know, like
Get me
there's
out
so
of
much
this
media.
world.
There's so much media you can consume outside of a phone. Like just go to the movies, dude.
Yeah, go
Like
freaking
phones are
see
just
Iron Man. Yeah.
boring.
I'm actively trying to stop myself from using it. I bought a little handheld gaming system so I could
Yeah.
stop doom scrolling
And play video games
and
instead.
play video
'cause,
games because I miss
it's-
playing video games.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
And
yeah,
I
I
think-
guess everything's about convenience now, and it's like, oh fuck.
Right. I think and it is because it's so convenient to just doom scroll, which is why we don't stop. Even though right now we're like, I'd love to stop, but here we are continuing.
Yeah.
But I think like if we didn't have the option, it would be so much easier.
exactly.
And then
yeah.
we'd just have pagers, and I'd
Is it-
page you, and I'd go, "Hello, Austin."
So does that mean like everyone in the world just doesn't have a mobile phone, or is it only us where we have to see
Only
everyone
us.
else? Okay.
Yeah,
And-
just us.
and
We have to
I'd-
page
I'd
them.
still, yeah. I'd page
It's
you,
not
man.
that
I'd
inconvenient.
page you.
It's like you can text people and call people and shit, and it's not too inconvenient.
Yeah, exactly. And like literally, I was wanting to get like a little tiny phone just to
Mhm.
have, and like use like more than my iPhone. But the thing is that iPhone messages are just really convenient for my girlfriend and I, and like that communication
Yeah.
there is like the biggest. And, like that's the only reason why I have a fucking iPhone is because I I can text her
iMessage.
with good cellular signal.
Right.
And
It's kind of all about like the expectations people have of you to have a
Yeah.
phone anymore,
exactly, yeah.
more than
It's
like
like-
it is a necessity.
Yeah, because I use my Apple Pay a lot. And like, I mean, it's not gonna kill me to take out my card and pay for stuff.
Right.
But like, I use that, and then work. I guess is just everything's so connected, and it would be real difficult.
Yeah.
But I mean, it can be done.
It can be done.
Yeah, it can be done, and for $1 million, it can 100% be done.
Oh yeah, because we'd have the $1 million to spend on bringing pagers back.
Yeah, we're gonna.
I'm
Bring
gonna
pages
start a
back to
pager
everyone.
company. Wait, no, because if we start making short form content for the people who are already
Wait.
brain rotted and go, guys, we need to stop. We're bringing back pagers so we can stop
Yes.
being addicted to short
Exactly.
form.
Yeah,
And then we make
like,
our million back.
the minimalist craze. I call it a craze because it's already fizzled out.
Yeah.
It's already fizzled out. Like,
We're
people are
gonna
like,
bring it back."
I'm gonna freaking use my MP3 player, but now they're not using their MP3 player.
No.
And it lasted like a month.
I remember
Guys,
the MP3 player thing specifically and how very, very quickly everyone said, oh, yeah, this is why we don't use these anymore.
Yeah. What the
I
heck?
would love to hear another one of your proposals.
This is my last one. How many do you have left? Do you have one left?
I also have one more, yeah.
Okay. Hey, ma'am. $1 million. But every month, your Willy Wallaby falls off. And you have to wait for it to grow back. And it's extremely painful. And it grows back in 14 days. But those 2 weeks are just really excruciating. And you have to put
So
ointment on it. And stuff.
basically, it's like the menstrual cycle, but your dick falls off.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah. Yeah.
Like, are we
So
doing?
for 14
are
days,
we doing,
you just can't do anything.
Are we doing comparable to like period cramps for the pain of it growing back, or is it like like how painful are we
I think it would
talking
be
here?
more painful than that. I think I don't know what the pain is
Regrowing
like,
a
but I think,
limb.
but yeah, you're like, I was trying to think like, Deadpool, you know?
Right. Yeah, and forever,
Yeah.
oh, I'm falling.
No, 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 don't fall.
Every month it falls off
Every month, yeah,
and it
it falls off.
regrows does it, and now, and not to ask the question that we're all thinking, are there any gains to it growing back? Do we get any sort of like plus stats type deal? It's just the same guy.
I hadn't thought of that. I was thinking it was just the same dude, but maybe some days it'll grow back a little bigger. Some days it's smaller.
Now
Maybe it's
consider,
varied.
what if it's randomized?
Yeah. You randomize, yeah.
One day you're circumcised, one day you're not. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like,
Yeah, you can have
it's
different
per
colors and
month.
stuff. You can have rarities.
Ooh, okay. Well,
It's
see,
like a
now
loot
you're
box.
selling it to
Okay, so
me.
now we're putting a loot box system into it.
Now I'm totally sold because this sounds fun now. Painful as it may be, I'll just get addicted to opiates and then it'll be fine.
Oh my god. Jeez.
I think I'm taking the $1 million.
Okay, man. All right.
I just gotta take the million. Like, I gotta find a permanent partner for the rest of my life. And then, like, in case we ever want kids, I need to sync it up so it's fully grown at the time of ovulation. That way I have a
Yeah.
good window to make something happen.
Yeah, how are you gonna sync that up?
I'm gonna see the offer of $1 million, but my penis falls off
Yeah.
every month. And I'm gonna go,
Yeah.
okay, hold that thought. And then I wait and I find my long-term partner for the rest of my life. And I go, when are you ovulating?
Yeah.
And then I wait so that way I can have it cut off at the right time. And then it'll re-go back every time how it should.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
We're so gonna have to censor this episode.
No, we're not. No.
No, whole thing up. Yeah,
No.
The 18 plus episode.
The
I
18
can't
plus
believe
episode,
they talked
yeah.
about this. Okay, man. I have my
$1
last one
million
here for you.
but what?
And I
All
hope,
right, man.
and man, I really hope that you like this one. $1 million, but you have to type like a Facebook mom and talk like ChatGPT.
What?
So like every message you send is gonna have at least 5 emojis at the end of it, and they're gonna be really strange emojis that just aren't normal in your everyday lexicon. And then when you talk, you're gonna have to be like, "Oh yeah, totally. I'm sorry I missed that. Next time I'll be more thorough in my research."
With
And you're gonna
pause.
fully ChatGPT talk, and you're gonna go, "Ah, yes, I hadn't thought of that one before. Thank you for bringing this up." So you talk like that, and you type like a Facebook
I
mom.
type like a Facebook mom. Have a couple of capitalized friggin' words and letters in there.
Yeah.
No punctuation.
Nope.
Man, and now here's the interesting thing about this question. Am I aware that I'm insufferable, or am I in bliss from my ignorance?
I was thinking you are completely blissfully ignorant to the fact that everyone hates you.
Man, and oh god, that's a difficult
You
one.
could be like
'cause
the
if I'm in
nicest
bliss,
person, but like everyone is just like, this guy talks so weird, and you don't even know it.
and like therapy doesn't help it either.
No, because you're just like, I don't know what you're talking about, and you move on every time. I'm unsure what you're referring to. Anyway.
Anyway, do I get software updates?
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe there's hope for me to get better.
Right. A new language model for
Yeah.
Austin Barrow.
Exactly. Can I change my voice? Can I change it to different?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Yeah. Yes. Man, I think solely because of the reason I'm in bliss and ignorant to
Right.
to who I am, I think I'm gonna take the $1 million and I'll just be the happiest bloke ever.
And you know what? That's so real because what does it matter as long as you're happy?
Exactly. You're right. You're right. You know, the people around me might be wanting me to get into therapy, and I'll go, I don't know what that is.
And man, that's all I have to say about that, really.
Yeah, yeah.